بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi in his Sahih, he's mentioned a bab in that chapter. He mentioned a few hadiths under the chapter, but the title of that chapter is Babu ma yukrahu min at-ta'ammuqi wa at-tanazu'i fil ilmi wal ghuluwi fi ad-din wal bid'ah. The summary of that is that it is disliked to go so deep into religion, that such a way that it causes difficulty and hardship, yes, and to fight and debate in knowledge and ilm. So from this point, Mufti Sahib mentions, he says here that you need to do good deeds, yes, but to go so deep into good deeds or so much that other fara'id and other huquq, other people's rights are violated is not permissible. Do you understand? You follow? For example, there were two companions in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. One was Salman al-Farsi and one was Abu Darda radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, if I'm not mistaken, but two Sahabi, I think those two. So they were when the people migrated to Medina Munawwara, the Prophet ﷺ would pair them off, one Muhajir with one Ansar, and then that way they would help each other. You look after him basically, because he's a refugee basically from Makkah. He left his land because of religion and he's got nowhere to go. We come to Medina, you look after him, try and get him on his feet, find some business, get him started off, get him married, and then once he's fine. So obviously, and then that, because they were close together, so then they were always friends even later on in life. So Salman al-Farsi went to visit Abu Darda, spend the night by him. Yes. So he went to spend the night, and he realized that in the house it was a bit like, for example, he was fasting. So Salman al-Farsi made him break his fast. Now you've got a guest. Now, to eat with the guest says, no, break the fast, eat with me. It's a Nafl fast, not Ramadan fast. So he broke the fast. Then after that, he also saw that very early, too early in the morning, really early in the morning, even late at night. After he went to sleep, he woke up with tahajjud, Abu Darda, radiyallahu anhu. He said, no. So when he woke up, he said, what are you doing with tahajjud? Go to sleep again. And after he woke up 1 or 2 times, he said, no, go back to sleep again. Out of respect, he never said anything. And then later on in the night, like tahajjud time, not fajr time, but tahajjud time, then they both woke up and they both performed the tahajjud salah. So now Abu Darda, obviously he's a guest, so he thought, I want to tell Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam what happened. So he's my guest, so I respected him, I didn't say anything to him. I want to tell Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam what happened. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that what Salman al-Farsi done was correct. It's right. He says, Inna li jasadika alayka haqqa, that your body has a right over you, your family has a right over you, your wife has a right over you, your children have a right over you, meaning you have to carry out the farais, you do Nawafil, but not in such a way that it violates somebody else's rights. You understand? And there was one young Sahabi, his name was Amr al-As radiyallahu ta'ala, and he was young, he has a lot of passion and zeal for Ibadah. So his father complained to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's just doing Ibadah, he's got married, never fulfilled, not even not even fulfilling his wife's rights. Yes, and the wife basically, when she asked the wife, he goes, the father-in-law, so Amr al-As radiyallahu, the father-in-law, his son was Abdullah, the husband. So he asked, how's the husband? He goes, very pious person. But she didn't say anything bad about the husband. That's also adab, not complaining about anybody. But she was meaning, and because he has no interest in these things, so he realizes the problem. Like performing tahajjud and all that, but the wife's also got a right. Spend the night with the wife. Yes? So the Prophet said, no, don't do this. When you perform Qiyamul Layl, so if you want to stand at night time, then spend half of the night sleeping, then spend half is how many? How much is a half? 3/6. Then spend a 6 or 2/6, a third in Ibadah, and then 1/6 sleeping again. Up to a third of the night spend in Ibadah, rest of it spend in sleeping. Yes, and all of these things, Abdullah Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu, him or another Sahabi, used to say that the same way I am a human, I am a man, and I like my wife to look beautiful and dressed up. So I want her to dress up for me, to look nice for me. And I also dress myself up, adorn myself up, so that I look good for her. So all of these things, again, all of these things are a part of our religion. It's not simply Ibadah. So I'm not saying, stop Ibadah, because the last few chapters of me like this, innit? So they must have been chilling out, the chilling word is saying it, chilling, and get this book, and just use this book. Because he's just trying, at the beginning of the book he says this as well, that he's just trying, when he's talking to people who are in the final year, this is a lesson from the Bukhari dars. So people have been studying Bukhari the whole year, they're studying fiqh and all that. So sometimes it's like, they get a bit too extreme. They get a bit too hardcore. So he's just trying to get into moderation. He's not saying say, oh no, do Ibadah and just chill out. They're all chilling out stuff in here. It's a really good book. You're not getting translated and keep it in my home. He's just saying that moderation. Everything is moderation. So again, you can't just take one thing out of context. But he's trying to say that deen is about everything. Do you understand? So everything is religion. If I just take something out you take something out from the ground and put it in the dustbin, that's religion. You get some out for that. You sit and play with the kids, that's religion. Our religion is everything, a very broad aspect. Don't only limit it to salah, and don't go so extreme in that you then violate other people's rights. And this last point, there was one person to say that do not make your taqwa a musir for everybody else. That you become muttaqi and everybody in the house is like, oh, this guy is nightmare for everybody else. Slowly, you want to, as I said, don't have taqwa on steroids. That you just listen to one bayan, you go jamaat, one itikaf, and you come home and then just want to change it. It takes time. So slowly, you do natural, organic taqwa. That slowly, it comes into your life, and it's in your life, and it stays in your life, and the people, they see your life and see your actions and your good character, and the way you fulfill everybody's rights. And that, not like, oh, I'm so good, and everybody's so evil. You're down to earth. That they see you and they say, yeah, I want, let's just make changes. So that's the whole point of some of these things I've mentioned recently, to show moderation in this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to act upon this. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.